an AWP deep inside lower tunnels. So it's happened before, Dinko. And I feel like your sanity is going to be strained once more here from the young lad.
Yeah, it's Dust 2, so I don't really get as annoyed. I think it's not going to get as punished as much as it did on Train. I think at least he'll be able to put up a fight here. You know, he can get his timing. He looks a little bit more comfortable on Dust 2 in terms of his aggression, about understanding when to do it and when not to, or understanding that he can do it pretty much every time and get away with it just because he's so good at this map. So that is something I'm quietly confident in here for HUAT side, the fact that they are going to be able to do it to a better extent. I do get a little bit worried for BREN, though, that the first map was so close. They didn't really have their fundamentals. The system wasn't in place properly for quite a bit of that game. So hopefully they adapt and they can work out Dust 2 here. But if HUAT side show up with the same individual level they started Train with, then it's going to get pretty messy for BREN.
It could. And one more thing I feel which is going to favor HUAT a little bit would be you look at a map like Dust 2. Now, look, I can say the same thing for Train as well, but the thing with Dust 2, it allows a little bit more freedom for your AWPers to move around and try and go for aggressive picks, which is not necessarily the case in Train, where you want to play a bit more of safer positions with the AWP. And one thing we noticed from ZAI, the three players who are very competent with the AWP. You have Neff, who's been wielding it quite often over Splashcave, where Splashcave, for the majority of his career, was a primary AWPer, and we saw him pick it up on Train as well. And we have Ronin, who can basically do anything. On the other hand, if you look at BREN, it's primarily Wits, the dedicated AWPer, and like we've touched upon time and time again, either Wits shows up or he's kind of mediocre. And if he's going to have a quiet game here, especially with the big green, on a map like Dust 2, I feel that could be a hindrance for the side of BREN.
Yeah, definitely. We talk about Wits and his potential to show up and take over maps, and he's done it a couple of times in this tournament so far, but he is pretty inconsistent, right, at times. So, yeah, he can't go missing. That certainly is a win condition for BREN if they want to pick this up convincingly against HUAT side, because I did say it back in PAL Summer. I still think it to an extent here for BREN. They do lack firepower. I don't think they have that same right hook ability that the likes of HUAT side do, because they just have Ronin, right? If he pops off, he's the X factor. Whereas BREN, I mean, they have Derek, but they don't really have anybody else other than that I'm too confident can be like a huge standout star. Obviously, we know that Papachula is good enough, but Derek, speaking of him, it'll be one kill. Bulbasaur going down, but Papachula looking to hold on. It's another kill coming in. So wait a second. This is a clean pistol round win from BREN. Every single kill coming in towards the ZAI bomb site. It's just Derek and Papachula, the two players that I just mentioned, Blunt, really showing up early on, and now Neff trying his best. It was a bit of a shiny light. He's last alive again.
I don't know what Derek was just running out there when his teammate had fallen back from mid, and well, I don't really see Neff pulling off anything too crazy here. He's got the Kevlar, he's got the Glock. Okay, that's a nice goosh. Pro drops down, lucky to be alive, but he's got to face a lot of players, and Neff's landing every bullet, Dinko. But Poppy, the daddy's in town. He's gonna smack him down. 3 kills for Poppy Chulo.
Yeah, that's a good pistol round overall from Derek and Papachulo. Really solid stuff coming in from that A bomb site hold as well. Papachulo really just wrecking them as they entered the site. So clean. We didn't get to see it from Derek's perspective, but you know, just a straight up short push, no utility being used out, no bit. I mean, yeah, at that point, if you're not shoulder peeking short, that is the most common position, right? Why is no one shoulder peeking that to get at least a little bit of info?
Or jump out. You're just running out of a headshot angle with like USPs.
Come on, guys. That's simple.
Neff with the scout. Neff has been solid. I'll give you this. We might have a lot of complaints about the players of HUAT side. I feel like Spiels and Neff in general, we haven't really had complaint about these two.
I mean, the only complaint I have about Neff is he's a bit of a baiter. So a lot of the kills come... A lot of the kills that he gets...
not on the T side of Train. He was pretty solid there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was over on the B-bomb site. But I have a couple of moments where he kind of baits a little bit. And he is last alive quite often. He gets a lot of these kills that don't really mean a whole lot. Like, even in rounds where the economy's built up on the CT side or whatever, I mean, he's just getting 1 or 2. I'd rather see him involved a bit more in the rounds. I feel like he's such a good player that just having him involved in the early round, not so much the early round, but even... the final attack or execute, that would be important. He could definitely help out the team there, but I guess he feels confident to sit back and attempt the clutches. Haven't really seen one come through just yet, other than the 1 versus 2 over on Train. Well, it's a little bit of a close one. Bulbasaur, he's got 1. He goes down. Ronin with a headshot. Splashkey coming in as well on the deagle, and suddenly, Blair, it's all gone wrong. BREN again. They're in the second round for Spy, and they're about to lose.
The same old dance all over again, Dinko. Ronin, 2 HP. There's no need to face anymore there, bud. You won the round. Oh, wait. Is Wits feeling it? He's making a lot of noise, but there's no way he's going to be able to escape that. There we go. Spiels finds the kill. I don't know why he didn't just go for the save. Why is Poppy facing out in the open with an M4? Why would he just give that away? I
Didn't
don't understand. Yeah, but
still you
used to lose it, right?
Yeah.
Again, the individuals of ZAI, they clothesline the player towards tunnels. This is Bobo. Sick shot though.
Micro was just, I don't know.
Why are you playing up close?
Yeah, that's the biggest issue I have there, and I don't really understand that whole CT round basically from BREN. It's pretty terrible. They just need to go and watch a demo of a pretty good team on Dust 2. Just figure out how to play these second rounds. And well, bro, it's gonna go down. It'll be Spiels on the Mac 10. Another kill from Neff. MP9 picked up, and Spiels gonna go through with the Mac 10 now. It's just Wits and Papachula left alone, and Wits has an opportunity, but it doesn't quite work out for him. Papachula, that was the best chance. How have you actually died to that? Spiels getting a double as well. Yeah, that is a lot of money. 5 kills, 2 deaths. Spiels off to a pretty good start.
5 kills to the SMGs. Money in the bank for ZAI. They played that one pretty in the face. Didn't seem afraid, and that's nice to see. You know, you lose a pistol run convincingly. You win the force by base of your heroics and of your individuals, and then wasting no time just wrecking that force buy from BREN, meaning it's going to be 5 USPs, and it's going to be a stack towards mid and B, Dinko, and they're going to be charging in straight into the blender. But it is going to be the USPs actually doing quite a bit of damage. However, normal C will be enforced by Splash. A kill with the Molotov, and of course a double kill with the AK. So yeah, they lose a couple of players, but it's just the SMGs. ZAI are going to be happy with the way that played out. And for BREN, it's going to be time for the buy. Big guns coming out, although you do see the lack of the AWP in the hands of Wits. So let's see what he does here with the M4.
Well, Neff going for that early peek towards long. He's going to be forced away. Bro, tossing the nade up in towards middle. I'm going to do anything. Just a slower approach here from HUAT side. Giving us a little time to take our breaths. Back on Trin, it was just non-stop action, right? Pushes everywhere, all over the map. You know, most of it not making sense, but at least it was entertaining. A different approach now from HUAT side. More of a slow, thought-out default approach to the round. Hopefully, or they've approached this position slightly differently, but this is nice. I love the double, but it works out for 1 kill. Which swings on by. Derek not dropping. Better position to hold for multiple players coming into his crosshair. He's got 1 kill, and he will go down to Splashky's deagle. Now Papachula Pro and Micro, they have to pull off a retake. And yeah, Derek survives way too long there. He does only get the 1 kill, which is a bit of a problem for him. Would have loved to have grabbed the team the man advantage into the retake, but they still have a lot of work to do. And now they move forward. A good position from Spiels, but he's rattling away. He doesn't get anything but Bulbasaur. He steps up a double. He'll go back for the third, but Micro looking to win this 1 versus 1 clutch up against Splash, who's such a good angle with the ult, but he's not going to pull it off. Instead, has to go back again, and 2 missed shots on the AWP. This is just giving time and space for Micro to play with, and he runs over the top. The site is under pressure, but the time it is ticking. There's no kit on his back. The round has been won by Splashky, just playing with his food. And there's the round picked up for ZAI, and the kill is the cherry on top. But my god, it's a terrible kick.
Splashky is he's not really been hitting many shots, I won't lie.
He's winning rounds by running away. It's you got the fight or
we
flight.
take those.
He's got a little bit of both, I guess. You know, he's tried to fight. Doesn't really work, so immediately runs away.
Wait. We take those, Dinko. Win's a win.
Pretty weird. The last time I seen Splashky play, what's quite some time ago, obviously.
He was taking he was taking dumps on Aussie teams on LAN like a few years ago, and this is a guy who's qualified for bigger events. I believe one of the DreamHack Masters, if memory serves me right, or was it Pro League? I forget. They're a team who wear Also one of the few teams to have beaten Tai Lu in the finals of a big event qualifier. The only other team who's done that would be Vici, I guess. Maybe a couple of other teams here and there. But that's how good they were at one point in time. And the driving force behind the team was Splashke. Nevin Aw. I believe that's how I pronounce his last name. Don't kill me if it's wrong.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce any of the names in this region because I'll only butcher them and offend someone. Mainly myself.
You can't butcher PP Overdose or Wang from After Gaming.
True. And I'm a big fan of Olivia's real name. Pirach.
Pirach, yeah. He used to play with Pirach as his in-game moniker for a very long time. He just keeps switching it up with Olivia. I don't know if it's his girlfriend or loved one
the name Olivia.
I don't know.
It's like, I always fancy myself to be an Olivia.
I also feel like Fancy Summer. Summer is his girlfriend's name or something. I don't know.
Oh,
like, what do we know, Dinko? Like, we don't have girlfriends. We're just lonely solo people. I don't know. I haven't felt the love of a human being in 20 years. Here we go. Fast play towards long. It's going to be Pro taking the duel. Oh, he's getting pushed here. He's getting pushed pretty hard. He's going to need back real quickly. A flashbang from his teammates. Nope. Instead, they're just going to hold the line and going to give him a little space to work with. So long control rests of the HUAT. However, neither of the two sides really suffering any casualties.
Well,
Ouch.
Neff just tearing Papachulo to shreds at the start of this round. While Derek now positioning for the rest that are about to come in towards him. We'll see if he can hold on. Pro scoped in towards short. Derek now repositioning. He loves this spot. It's usually good for one. A long time to kill him, but look, two players in the smoke. To his left. And he's not even going to check. Oh my god. Info. There we go, Derek. Thank you. Big spray down. Gets both, but still.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at all. Neff's about to be a big problem. Goodbye, Wits. And now Derek gets the save. Having to come in with the AWP. Will he be able to get it done? You want to get rid of everything. And, well, a nice shot from Derek. I think he should be able to save this. I don't think... Well, Ronan's alive, so who knows? But... He should
I
be
like
able
how
to carry
that's a caveat to your whatever you're going to say. Well, they shouldn't be doing this, but Ronan's alive.
It's like, he probably will try and get over to the other side of the map and take away Derek's life, but who knows? He is charging up short right now. Here we go, Ronan. There we go. Flash around. He's coming for the fight, and he dodges the bullets. He's jumping all over the bomb site. Oh my god, he finally goes down, and Derek, just one more, and he doesn't get around the corner. Splash key. And takes him down in the end. Goodbye, Derek.
Ronan's just a bunny hopping bait for Splash Game.
It's like Derek just panicking, spotting this player, just jumping all over the bomb site, missed shot. He's like, oh no. He finally gets the shot off. Splash Key misses another shot, obviously, and takes the kill in the head, luckily, just as Derek gets around the corner. Oh, it was just the last second as well. Well, Splash Key going quickly in towards B. Now, this is a different approach at the AWP. Okay.
Bro.
B rush with the AWP. And another one? Okay, Splash Key, that's a nice shot. And now Spiel's holding on the pit. The rest of the kills come in, though,
He's got
for
another
the
one.
T side. And, well, Splash Key, he is stepping up. Good round.
I think he heard us.
Yeah.
I think he's watching. I think his like coach or whoever is just watching the stream, and the delay caught up with them, and they're like, "Splash,
Caster's calling you
said
out."
about you. He said you shit." I said, what did he say? I'm rushing B, guys. You have the op, Splash Kid. I'm rushing B. I don't care. It's an eco. There's no need to rush. I don't care. Of course, he gets a 3K. And what's I? 7-1, Dinko. It's just like Train. Except it's their map pick this time around.
Yeah. And also, I don't know if BREN are going to be able to pull this back in the same way they did on Train. They look a little rough. They look out of place right now. Micro, yet again. I feel bad for the guy. I feel like he's got skill. We've seen it in a couple of series in this tournament. It's just they have him in the most boring, useless roles that he is completely not comfortable in, right? He's just so bad at being a B anchor.
Yeah, and it's not even like his Jesus.
He nearly just killed himself. He had 8 HP and he jumped into the pit. And not even the safe way. Oh.
I love the hat splashes going for him as well. I mean, look at this again. Firstly, I like the nade there. Neff getting completely obliterated. Look at this from Splash.
The second shot was better. That was just unbelievable. I'd love to see when this final kill when Splashkey dives into the pit, but never mind. Right, back into the action. Round coming up. It's round number 9.
Well, there's what ZAI probably also kicking themselves, Dinko. I mean, this if they take this map, and let's be real, it's looking kind of likely, right? The way it's playing out right now, and it's Dust 2. It's not Train, where in Train you're like, oh, you just need 3-4 rounds, you can bounce on a CD side. It's not that. It's Dust 2. It's a very different map altogether. It's just that if I'm what ZAI, I'm gonna be like annoyed winning this map and then just getting losing this map out, and that's a slaughter. Pro and Poppy is doubling up, and Ronan's gonna be left alone. And as much of a wild card as this kid has been, Denko, this one should be beyond his capabilities. Bombs dropped on the wrong bomb site. He's just looking for some frags, maybe a couple of exits, to be honest. And actually, why not? If you can take a few guns away. Oh, no, he's making a lot of noise. And Witz is going to get a free kill here. No, or is that? Who is that? Wait. Bro? Okay. Micro. I thought I would have heard him. He's just thundering up T-spawn. That's kind of weird. And Witch should get the kill. There we go. But yeah, I mean, like, think about it if you're HUAT, like, considering the hold you had on Train, like, just a complete control of that map, and then kind of crapping it away, they're gonna be so unhappy if this one also doesn't go that way. But anyway, that's all. I was just hypothesizing how it's going to play out. We have another buy, of course, coming out for the side of BREN. They've won a couple of rounds here, showing signs of life. But still not looking great so far. They were heading into map number 3, if it does go to it, which I believe is Inferno. Yeah, it is Inferno. Nope. Yeah, and you know where both the players are. And I know Witz is isolated towards his mid-B area. And bomb getting retrieved by Splashkey. What? Why would he do that? Why would he do that? Dinko, why would he do that? Of course, I mean, there's information gained. Now they know both the CTs are not there over the A bomb site, which is great. But why would Bulbasaur walk in through the smoke with no information in a 3v2 where the bomb's yet to be planted? It makes no sense whatsoever. And they're going to plant for short. The Splashkey is coming in here. Oh, but that's just weird, Dinko. I don't know which way this one's going to go.
Splashkey trying to get over here. Go back up it through short. Ronan. Oh, he spotted a barrel come around the corner. He knows there's one up there. And that's Pro. Needs to be careful. Splashkey in behind. Pro. Good night. Easy 1 versus 1. 8 rounds for HUAT side. I mean, these rounds couldn't actually get any easier, blah.
Can I just point out in that 2v2, Ronan just stood out in the open. Like, he knew where one player was.
Yeah. These rounds are so close as well.
And listen, Splashkey wasn't even close by. Like, he could have got peeked out with an AWP. He just doesn't give any respect to his opponents. He's more like, yeah, you peek out. You're not going to hit me. I'm just going to kill you. Ouch.
Yeah, that's a pretty good start. Splashkey getting the opening kill. Net able to come back in as well, and it's Wits that follows suit. Got a 2-man advantage in play for HUAT as they move forward. They'll be looking for this in round number 9. 9-2 up. I'm starting to just really feel like BREN don't have much of a chance here on Dust 2. And I do have my reservations about saying that. Basically, after seeing the performance of the previous map, the comebacks, it was quite hard to call anything. But Pro, he'll get one. Bulbasaur coming in with a headshot. But I think we're seeing it's quite evident right now that BREN are quite uncomfortable here on Dust 2, at least on the CT side of things. Same for ZAI. Who knows when we go over to that second half?
I don't think
so.
Splashgate played this good in months. Maybe
we just called him
years.
out, and literally after we did that blow, or I did that, he just steps up and goes sicko mode. He's 16-2 right now. This is unbelievable.
That
really
stat
bossing.
right there, yeah, they have 3 times the average aggregate HP left at round end. That is just ludicrous. It's 169 through over 3 times that of BREN. It just goes to show how one-sided it's been. It's not been about, you know, BREN having to save many times or whatnot. It's just ZAI just styling on them, Dinko. 16-2 for Splashgate, like you pointed out. It is getting ludicrous. He is feeling pretty much untouchable at this moment, almost like a god even.
Yeah, I mean, he was straight up so confident just to run into that B bomb site and just straight up hit those quick shots of the AWP against pistols. After that, he has felt untouchable. Pro gets the opening kill. It's Ronin again, giving away the opening, but Splashkey has been performing like a beast, so he's still alive in the server. So as long as he's still in play, round is not done yet. Micro positioning to the back of the B bomb site. Yet again, another quiet performance from this guy. 2 kills on the board. You don't like to point it out too often, but it's just so obvious you have to really point it out to let you guys know that, you know, he has been underperforming over towards this B bomb site. You can't not talk about this fact. It's such an important part for BREN's defense. He's got to get at least one here. He nearly whiffs the spray, but he will get the kill on the Bulbasaur. Now Wits holding on this mid push coming forward. Misses the second shot. Splashkey's quick on the trigger. Now Micro repositioning up towards window. Splashkey, he goes forward. His teammates just fallen, but Splashkey's got into the bomb site. And he's alone into the 1 versus 3. The bomb is going to get planted. And I like this. They're not going in. They're going to be playing together. And that should get rid of his chances of winning this round, especially because he has an AWP.
Yeah, there's no way Splash can win this. Unless
No.
he knows where Derek is.
Oh.
No scope in the face. Flashbang's a little too late, and he's gonna not face. This is smart from Splash. Look at the bomb plant position as well, Dinko. He can make this work. Flashbang's gonna come on out. They're gonna have to avoid it. But Pro was able to land the shot. That was so scary there. Splashkey. That looked impossible, Dinko, but for a moment there, I believed.
I love, though, the conviction from BREN in that clutch. You've seen that Micro immediately just trusts in his teammate. You hear the flashbang, you know there's going to be the push from Splash into the bomb side. Instead of holding, Micro just jumps, turns his back to the flashbang, and immediately starts the defuse. Pro obviously looks away from the flash. It was pretty obvious it was going that way. Splashkey just couldn't get his crosshair in the right place quick enough, and you see Pro looks away from the flash, comes back, covers off his teammate. Brilliant stuff in the clutch there from BREN, and finally another on the board.
I haven't felt like if Splash had managed to just kind of get the kill onto Micro towards window, that'd been a 1v1. That could have been the round again for ZAI, but yeah, not working out for him. And honestly, if you look at the money, they have hemorrhaged a few players in some of these rounds, Dinko, so it's not necessarily looking good. Fast play coming out towards Cat. Derek, he knows the players dropping on down. Able to take advantage of his teammates' flashbang, and now Derek, he needs to stay alive and play for the retake here. It's a 4v5. Nef is indeed very low. But what? Oh my god! How did... We gotta see a replay, but how, when, how, what, where did that come from?
Just 3 easy kills for ZAI overall, and
look at this.
Oh my god, this team are just mental. Ronin especially, obviously.
PGL replay, please.
We should get you a big replay button, Blah. You just kind of hit the button. You don't even have to say anything.
When did he even get? Oh, I think it dropped down. He dropped down. He dropped on
yeah,
a CT.
he definitely from sure. Yeah. Oh, that's nice though. I bet you're just at that point. You just question everything. How?
No, the thing is, Dinko, Derek, whoever the player was at towards A bomb site, they saw the player drop down because he jumped down. You could see him over the edge over there despite the flashbang. So information was conveyed that there is someone towards CD spawn and they don't check the corner. So yeah, I guess a well-deserved knife from Ronin. Pro replies back, a nice 2K. Derek's push up top of mid. Splash might not expect making a lot of noise, Dinko, and Derek is licking his chops. He's looking for the kills. He's gonna find one. Perfect timing for him. And now Ronin's stuck outside of long and waiting for Spiel to do something. I'm not too sure what Pro was doing there.
Well, this is a good chance for BREN. They've got the pistols out and they're winning rounds, and Spiel's, well, he's last alive. They picked up an AWP in the hands of Derek. Witz has found himself an AK, both onto the rifles, in fact, now. Witch switches back, they trade the weapons, and now he gets into the pit. They've got the bomb in their possession. Spiel's trying his best to try and work this clutch. The smoke's going down, give him a bit more cover to move closer to long. But still winning this round is going to be just so difficult to be able to pull off. And well, there it is from Derek. It's Spiel's that goes down, and it's 10-4 as HUAT are increasingly getting a bit worried now, I'd say. BREN definitely starting to come back into Dust 2 and a bit more confident in these last couple of rounds. In the previous, that's just HUAT things, right? That's just Ronin just putting himself in such a strong position. But we're starting to see the weaknesses of HUAT in terms of being able to lose rounds like this. This is a little bit chaotic. And BREN, you know, if they scrap together 5 rounds, we've seen it over on Train. It was enough. Let it come back. We'll see if it's enough again on Dust 2. They open up the round with a kill.
Ronin gonna be taken down. He's pointed out the money. Final round. Money not that great. Neff. The bullet off by just a millimeter, and Witz will punish him for it. As Spiel's having to be forced to make a play here. He does have Bulbasaur right next to him, and flashbang is good. Spiel doesn't turn away. Bulbasaur with the trade, but Pro immediate trade for the CDs and Splash Key. He's got the Krieg, the SG, but 1v4. And it looks like we're going to have an exact scoreline as what we saw on Train, Dinko. It's going to be 10-5 here. Of course, favoring ZAI. But BREN, we saw it happen in Train. And again, we did talk about the CD side for ZAI not being great. And a little bit too much over-aggression, getting punished time and time again. A splash gate, the spray. It's no longer what it was once, the SG, Dinko. And that is going to be round number 5 for BREN. A pretty decent comeback considering it was what 9-2 for the Singaporean side.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, that's why they can't be disappointed, I guess, with 10 rounds on the board, but there's a couple rounds there they definitely should have been able to pick up. But BREN will take those, they'll take the scraps. And if they win this pistol round, they do have a chance to get back into things here in the second. And they desperately need that, I think, at this point. There's going to be a little bit of utility being used up, down, in towards mid. But sending their way here. It's Micro, the front man. He's been tasked with the front role. He really does take any role offered up to him, doesn't he, on this team?
Yeah, I mean, he's a new kid on the block, right? So he's like,
you'll
hey,
do everything.
Yeah, take a knife out, throw away your Glock, and run backwards into the side. Yes, sir. And
absolutely, no problem.
Honestly, I would love to have a player like that. Like if I was leading a team, like someone who just blindly follow you no matter what. I feel like that's something missing in many of these Asian teams where they just kind of seem to play for frags. As all the timing on this could be big. Denko, Splash K, Bulbasaur slowly walking out in timing. This is a time where they just run out of cat, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Smoke. Well, we can try and use that as a one-way, though. And he is indeed. Taps away shot. Why aren't they reacting? They know where he is. And they're going to take the duel. Derek whiffing all his shots. Everyone's whiffing the shots. Everyone's still alive. I don't know what's going on, but Derek finally gets a kill. It's like almost everyone forgot how to shoot there for a second, Dinko. Bomb gets planted. It's a 3v2.
That's just hilarious. Everyone missing their shots, but here we have a chance. Spiels, they're not even looking at you. They're not even looking at you. Take the headshot. Finally, he gets one. Papachulo answering back, and it's all on there. Last alive, trying to pull it off in the 1 versus 2. What a terrible piss around from both sides. And I guess mechanical skill just all went out the window there in that round play. But hopefully, he gets back on the server coming into round number 17.
Oh, that got a little That got a little painful, honestly. How does Derek stay alive for so long towards Cat? I don't know. And he's missing all of his as well. But hey, right now we're seeing the exact mirrored scoreline we saw on Train, Dinko. Is BREN winning the pistol round? Both the pistol rounds, in fact, mind you. What is this? What is that? That is cheeky from Neff. That is very cheeky from ZAI. I would have loved for him to get a kill from that angle. I think I saw it in one of the on some Reddit thread a while ago, but I don't think I've ever seen it used in a pro game.
I mean, you always want to see little gimmicks like that work out. You want to see them reap some rewards, but I feel like so often we just don't see them play out the way you want them to.
It's like the 4-man stack towards overpass to get the the pick on the
Usually
third
a train
jumping.
just comes across.
Choo choo.
Oh,
Why,
what?
Micro? Why?
Goodbye. And well, luckily Derek is here and he's going to try his best to recover this round. He's being the hero and he's done everything so far. 3 kills. He wants a 4th. Now he smells blood. He goes forward and another kill for Derek. He could just do it all. One more player. It's Spiels left on the A-bomb site. Smoke is down for the CT cross and I like the decision not to try and take the fight. Instead, they go to B. They get the bomb planted. That should be the round for BREN now, but I don't like a round like this where Derek has to literally get 4 kills to be able to win the round. That's just not good at all from BREN.
Oh, absolutely. They just got picked apart there. Like, firstly, Micro, you spot the player out towards outside tunnels. Hold the angle. Your teammates are in top mid, right? They didn't smoke off the Xbox to neutralize a scout. You know they have a scout. And you got to smoke it off again once you're going to be peering down over there. And yes, great work from Derek again. Just this guy has proved himself. In my eyes, he is the best player in this lineup. And he approaches the game the way I would personally approach it. And I'm a big fan of him. Apart from that, as a team, the way they approach it around was just abysmal. You lose 3 guns. It looks so scary. And if Derek felt any one of those frags, that could have been around for HUAT. But 10-7. They survived Dinko, and for HUAT, it's going to be a full eco. Although Spiels with that Galil might just drop his pistol over to maybe towards Boba or towards Splash Kick. Oh, there we go. They're actually going to go for a little bit of an upgrade. You know what? It's okay. Go for it.
I mean, you told it would be used up for long, but it's not really needed right now because no one from HUAT, so I actually even put a player over there early on into the round. Instead, focusing a lot of their resources in towards middle. 1 player down towards Xbox. Bulbasaur here with the USP. Oh, nice kill. Wits gets rid of Bulbasaur. Splash Key trying his best here with a headshot. It's going to work out for Wits as he gets rid of Neff, and now Spiel starting to move forward around the backside. That's going to be an easy kill onto Wits, but luckily Papachulo and Wits get kills off before it all happens. Now Spiel's last alive. He's lost a little bit of health, but he has already got himself 2 kills, and he's going to throw away a Zeus chance. He's going to pop it off, a little bit of a celebration perhaps. Trying to scare them off, fend them off as they start to turn their attentions towards the lower tunnel. They might just lose way too many players here, but luckily, they're going to find the kill quickly. You know, I would have absolutely detested it if they had lost too many players there, play. You know, if you lose even 1 rifle, that's too much. Yep. But they get it done. They don't lose the player, but I'm still not a big fan of it.
I like how you didn't use a Zeus there, because you have a Galil, you get the kill with a Galil, $300. You get a kill with a Zeus, apart from bragging rights, you get no money out of it, right? So
yeah,
it's just not really worth it. We do, of course, have BREN. They've grinded back Dinko. Again, it's just like Train. But now we have the buy for HUAT, and one thing which has been spectacular for the side of HUAT has been Splash Kick. We called him out, and he delivered. And Spiel's pushing in ahead of his own smoke. That is cheeky. I like that. Now, it's all about the timing. BREN not going to be expecting this level of aggression this early into the round, 1 minute and 30 seconds. But they are slowly gathering up towards this mid-door area. They have the bomb floating all by his lonesome towards tunnels. Not a big fan of that personally. And now we have the floater, which is Wits with the AWP. He's going to fall back. And look at the timing. Look at the minimap. Look at the hit, though. As Bulbasaur is going to come flanking in from behind. Neff, all he has to do...
Oh,
Excuse me, just stay alive. And he's gonna get taken down. I choked at the same time BREN did. And they're getting shut it down. Wit's left alone. 1v4. He's got the bomb. But he's in a very, very rough spot indeed.
yeah, 1 versus 3 here.
What are you
Wits,
doing, Ronan? What is wrong with you?
what the I don't get it. I really don't get it, Ronan. Well, what are you doing? He just runs right through a Molotov. Well, luckily he gets punished for that. You know, if he gets that kill, I'm annoyed. I'm actually so annoyed if he gets that kill there. 30 seconds left. Wits can still win this. He has to be very quick running A.
No.
If he goes to the A
right
site, but you know, he has to get this kill quickly. He's gone middle. Wits. The approach to that was just pretty bad overall that whole round. I have to say, we're going to bring it back to something we actually want to talk about, and that's going to be Spiel's aggression really working out. I love that. Playing in front of his own smoke, the timing was good. He's one of the players you don't really see making those kind of plays a whole lot, and he makes the right call.
There was one mistake there, I feel personally, from BREN, or I think it was Wits who had the AWP, and he was holding the long door angle. And the moment he looked away from the long doors is when they went for the hit towards mid, right? And that was a tell. That was a tell for Spiels to go for the aggression. Now, if Wits had held that angle for a few more seconds after they started going for the play towards mid, he would have caught Spiels. He would have taken him down, and that could have been a round right there. So, just good fortune going the way of Spiels, as Ronan's gonna find one. Smoked off. He's gonna be checked, but he's still gonna win these duels. 3 kills and a shutdown. A little bit of TK coming out as well for the side of BREN. And was that a 4 spy? I think it was a 4 spy. Yeah, it was. Because Micro's kind of broke. Derek's kind of broke as well, and Pro's on $3,100. So, a few pistols coming out. But what's ZAI? Dinko, they're getting closer and closer to the magic number of 16.
Yeah, it is going to be looking like a map number 3 almost getting locked in at this point. HUAT very comfortable on their map pick in comparison to Train, where they were really just relying on a couple of mistakes from BREN, but I feel like here on Dust 2 they're a bit more comfortable. I'm not going to say they're playing brilliant Counter-Strike, because they're not, but you can definitely see a little bit more of an idea on how they're approaching this defensive side of things. And Spiels moving forward with the MP9, he's loving these lower tier players with just naked arm. What?
Okay.
I mean, that's what you get. I mean, you're going a little bit too aggressive there, Spiels. You know, you go around the corner, you're testing your luck a little bit. Your luck runs dry. Micro with the headshot. They throw the ball on it to try and distract him. It's not going to work too well. He gets 1 kill. Ronan letting them know they're coming on by, and Splashkey pulls out the USP, gets the double kill, and it's 13-8 on the board. HUAT 308 from sending us to Inferno. And that is going to be... That's going to be a bloodbath, I'd say, over in Inferno here. It's going to be interesting to see how both of these teams approach it. I think I'm going to have to favor BREN going on to map number 3, but I know HUAT will certainly bring the fight.
Yeah, but heading into Inferno, like, I don't know, like, we saw Train, we saw how absolutely ridiculous it was, and it's more of a tactical map, and we look at Inferno, perhaps traditionally one of the most tactical maps in the map, alongside, you know, the likes of a nuke, an overpass, and whatnot. I'm still gonna side with BREN. They have what it takes. They have a better understanding of how to approach the map. But at the same time, I've seen them kind of fall apart at times in that map. So I don't know, Dink. I think this is one of those really 50-50 matchups.
Definitely. And I wouldn't want to have it any other way, really. Both these teams competing very close. I think it's such an important matchup as well for HUAT. They take on BREN, take the winner under the belt. They'll be in a far better position. Now just a slower approach from BREN. They've got short control, but that's about it. They don't have any prongs in towards the tunnels. No one off towards long. And when you know you're playing up against HUAT, who have some of the most aggressive players in this tournament, that's a little bit risky. So they're going to walk out mid. And Micro, that's better from him. A good opening, shutting down Neff. Man advantage in play for the T side. A follow-up kill from Pro. And this should be a round locked in for BREN. But Splashkey, the collateral. Derek and Wits both going down. But the bomb getting planted in the B site. Spiels running to the tunnels. Ooh, he pulls the rifle in time. Papachulo does not commit to the fight. Instead falls back and tries to hold a positional advantage around the corner. and Spiels is going to walk right into him, looking for the headshot, but it's not going to
Oh.
work out. Papachulo takes him down, and Splashkey, he may have got the collateral, he may have given them a slight hope in the round, but it's not going to be enough. His team can't do anything else, and Splashkey's going to fall away, carrying the AWP into the next one. And we're looking at a 13-9 scoreline with BREN attempting to come back late into the second half.
I'm still confused why Spiels committed to that fight when the money wasn't looking that great, and Splashy was towards long.
Yeah,
like he decided to save a while ago.
Yeah, I feel like some of the decision making is it goes out the window when they have a chance to get a kill. I think the discipline is off for HUAT right now. That's something they've definitely got to work on.
Yep.
I feel like it, you know, like we always talk about Asia and how limited it is in terms of the in-game leaders. We really only talk about Advent being, you know, the traditional style of in-game leader.
Yep.
There doesn't seem to be anybody else, and you can definitely see that within these teams. Like the discipline is so off so many rosters in this tournament.
And I don't think it's just about
okay.
Oh my Spiels! Spiels! You can't.
How have you done that? You've got the shadow advantage. You know he's coming around the corner. You have the positional advantage, and you don't get the kill. Pro right through the smoke shuts down Neff, and well, it is all crumbling from below HUAT.
Splash is still alive. As long as this man's still there, there is a chance, I believe. Bomb still towards T-spawn, Dinko. Wits has the bomb with him, but he's nowhere nearby. And what did Bobo see him? Did he see him? I think he did. I think he has an idea. I think he has an idea. They're going to be heading straight towards B, though, clearing out tunnels. Wits is going to be picking up that AWP. A Splash tosses in a flashbang for his teammate, and that is going to be Pro. Found out. That's good from them. But now this B bomb site, it's all on Ronin, baby. And he gets immediately shift deleted by Derek. And it's going to be BREN getting round number 10. There's nothing that Splash and Bulbasaur can do here. And the money is not good at all, Dinko. It's not good at all for the Singaporean side.
Based on the way both of these teams were able to build up so much momentum in the previous map, I can definitely see a world in which BREN pull this back to tie things up and maybe even fight for the 2-0, which a couple of rounds ago, I'll be honest, I just didn't see as a possibility. I thought we were going to be going to map number 3 locked in, confirmed. But Bled, things are opened up again. BREN are back into things. Derek has been damn consistent as well.
Derek has definitely been a force to be reckoned with, and Bobo, no, he needs to hold this angle. I'd actually drop down right now and just play the edge. Why would he? Okay, never mind. He saves the gun. Just to touch upon what he mentioned about the lack of in-game leaders, right? I'm not even looking personally for a Glaive level or a Goppy level of highly tactical in-game leading. There doesn't seem to be any sort of like leaders in general. Forget in-game, right? Like if you go back a few years and you go back to the time when Fnatic ruled the world, I'm talking about CS 1.6, like 10 years ago, Karn was an in-game leader. And he was never known for being a tactical mastermind. He was more known for kind of making it work with the firepower he had, like a Forest, a Getright, a Gux. These were like the stars of the generation, and he wasn't that crazy. But you know who's crazy? It's Neff with the Deagle. Where is he shooting?
Right in the middle. You know, maybe if I shoot between two players, that might reach both of them.
Yeah.
The bullet was split into two, and Ronin. Goodbye.
He's committed seppuku in the flames.
He's just like a little barbecue Ronin right there. Spiels. Pick up Zeus, and he'll be shot through the smoke.
Okay, that's all right.
13-11.
You look at what really gets my goat, what just annoys me is like the individual skill that you see from some of these players, and all you need, Dinko, is just one half decent in-game leader, just to like whip them into shape, you know, and just be like, stop peeking, stop aggressing, stop being a dumbass, and boom, you all suddenly, just like that, you have a team who's able to maybe take down Tyloo, as we do see aggression from the CDs. It is a little bit of a half investment, but they're getting mowed down, just slaughtered. Someone needs to get that bomb. but they'll be fine. It's a 2v5, Splash with the deagle, far away from Neff, and Neff, unfortunately, doesn't head towards T-spawn, where he could potentially have spotted the bomb and, you know, maybe been a little bit of thorn on the side. But Dinko, it was a 9-2 for ZAI, and now it's going to be a 13-12, 1-round lead for ZAI, and it's just all gone wrong. Look at the money for the Filipino side. They are rich, Dinko. It's like the Bank of Abu Dhabi. It is ridiculous amount of money they have, and they have not been forced to sweat in quite a number of rounds now.
We've had the Bank of Singapore and the Bank of Abu Dhabi in here. There's a lot of money going around. And what, 13-12? It seems like there's a bit of a crash over here for the CT side, but they've got enough to play with. They may be able to recover it. And they're going to go for a boost. Ronin for a wallbang. Going to come off the angle, in behind the smoke. And such an important round coming up here from BREN. All this hard work could be for nothing. And Pro, he runs right into the waiting arms of Neff alone. No flashbang, nothing.
What's Poppy doing? What are you guys doing?
One by one. Why? What is this, blood? This is one of the worst rounds I've seen.
What's Neff doing? There's no need. There's no need. It's a 5v3. Oh, this game's gonna break me. Like, this is literally the complete opposite. It makes no sense. It is the complete opposite of how to approach Counter-Strike. Both the sides just pushing in without utility, just going for frags. Neff, he gets a kill, Dinko. It's a 5v3. You've almost won the round, and he walks on in. Oh my god, I just want to delete that round from my brain. That was terrible from both sides. I usually give teams the benefit of the doubt, but that was just dumb. What's spawning out the player? Not quite able to land a shot though. The timing could have worked out. But now Ronin with the AWP thing. It's a double up setup. It's been in play for a while right now. Splash and Ronin. The problem here is Ronin's kind of alone, Dinko. And knowing his tendencies, I'm not a big fan of keeping that kid alone, especially in the CD side. Because he's just going to walk up mid with the AWP alone without anyone to back him up.
Yeah, I feel like he needs a chaperone. Oh, 14-12. 2 rounds separate the teams, and the flash is going to be good. Gets rid of Wits completely. He's going to come off the angle. And now just a minute in play. BREN desperately looking for this opening kill to give themselves an advantage. And I do question, Blair, why couldn't BREN have approached the previous round in this way?
Overconfidence. Maybe they were getting away with some rounds unnecessarily. Also, the way Neff was facing mid right there against a tier 3 EU team, he's dead. As Spiels, just good for one. He stops spraying, Dingo, and Splash keep pushing out ahead, up in hand, and he's gonna go for the flick shot, misses it, and he still had the second follow-up. Wits with the trade, but it's gonna be Pro finding Bulbasaur. There's still another player there, and it's gonna be Derek shutting it down alongside Pro, and that's gonna be BREN just yanking the round away from ZAI. Oh, that got so very scary, but BREN, I like the approach. But I felt like Spiels should have got more than one kill in that position.
Oh, definitely, man. He had such a good spot. They weren't checking him immediately. You could see they come out. They aren't even aware. His aim just was non-existent. It didn't work. He got the first kill, but he stopped moving his crosshair. He just stopped trying to spray down. I don't know. A little bit weird. Ronin's taking a bit of damage on the cross, actually. Shot being connected by Wits. He is the player with the weakest weapon in play, and okay, Ronin.
25 HP. One nade.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this. He's got a terrible gun. He's on 25 HP.
He's gonna get a kill.
This is gonna work. I can tell already. This is a kill for Ronin. Smoke begins to fade away. Oh, he can't spot Derek. Never mind.
I'm so happy he didn't get a kill. I'm so happy.
I'm so happy as well. I was trying to do the reverse psychology thing, Blair, but in my own head, you know, tell myself I'm happy, and I will be. And what? Splash keep. It's a headshot. He'll look for another one. He'll spray away. It's Pro going down, but Derek replies, and now it's Neff. Left alone in the 1 versus 4. Only 1 kill has been picked up in this round from HUAT side. It's 14-14. The money's gone. It's about to be map and series point for BREN, most likely. And what a comeback it's been here on Dust 2.
This is where I wanted to say that BREN should hunt, but Neff's like, nah, I'm just gonna fight. Because the money, Dinko, this is a decision to be made by ZAI, and yeah, they need to take attack time out to call it. They're like, what do? Do we go for the force now? Because if we do, and we lose that, we're gonna be broke again. We're gonna have 2 half buys in the final 2 rounds of regulation. Or do we just go for the eco, maybe a couple of deeks, stick with some P250s, and hope for the best, and then at least we'll have guns to play for overtime. So decisions to be made for the Singaporean side, and I feel like the karma heads will prevail. It is going to be the USBs, the default pistols for the side of ZAI, and that is probably one of the most sane decisions I've seen this team make so far on this map.
Well, it's certainly playing for the long haul, and we'll see if this works out for them. You do like to see smart decisions rewarded. So we'll see if ZAI can pull it off. It's been a difficult challenge for them in these last couple of rounds of BREN, just slowly but surely getting back into it. And now we reach round 29. BREN with a superior buy. But if that's anything to go by, Blau, how many rounds in Asian Counter-Strike so far in PAL 4 have we seen in these scenarios when it's just pistols? You don't expect it, but they pull it off. Happens way too often. And now they've just left mid completely.
Oh
They're walking into a couple of players. Micro's going to catch a Q walking by. There's the first. The second player, he seems to be aware. Spiels is going to be hard checked here. The bullet's coming around. He goes down to Wits. Luckily, these 2 kills coming in early for BREN. And now they can start their journey to the A bomb site. Bulbasaur's over here with a smoke in his hand. And he starts to approach from long. He's going to throw that bomb off, that smoke off the boxes, or at least he was going to do it. Instead, just swings into the open dry and gets shut down. It's Neff and Ronan with absolutely nothing to do right now. They cannot do a single thing. So map and series point for BREN.
It has to be like, if ZAI wind up losing this, I mean, I know it's still not done yet here, it has to be one of the most heartbreaking losses we've seen so far in Perfect World Asia League 2020. 10-1 the lead on Train earlier on. Oh, the timing on the flashbangs, double flashes. And Neff at least replies by finds Micro, but it's not going to find more than that Poppy. Insta-trade, Dinko. And like I said, map and match point coming up for BREN. What a comeback it's been on both the maps. BREN coming back from behind. It was 10-1 down in Train. They take it 19-16. Or was it 1917? I forget. And then, of course, Dust 2. It was 9-2 to ZAI. 9-2 Dinko. And it just all went wrong. The CD side just flat as coke left out in the open for 3 days straight.
You obviously aren't following Mitch Mann's techniques to crushing the bottle and keeping the air out of the bottle. He is a, like Tom said, he is a fizzy drinks connoisseur. Also can talk to the Chinese Irish spirits, apparently. Man of many talents.
Especially a Paddy O'Shea.
Professional bullshit. That's what he is. And well, it's going to be a peek in towards middle. Splash Kit looking for the opening for his side. It would certainly give them a huge advantage to play with into the last round of regulation. And he has been an absolute monster. Oh, what? What is he doing now? Like, what is he doing? What is the thought process behind that?
I think the smoke, like, right then would have been a tell is sticking around. Like, he stuck around too long there. Too damn long. Credit to Wits. He got blinded, forced back to its suicide, and then he just held a safe angle, waiting for the aggressive peek. I'm enjoying these defaults from BREN in the last few rounds. It's just been very clinical, very solid, fundamentally sound Counter-Strike T-side from them, nothing too crazy. And ZAI, that's a thing, right? When you have fundamentals down, when you have your default on the T-side down, doesn't matter what sort of YOLO aggro play the CTs go for, you're going to have an answer for them time and time and time again. And that is working out perfectly. Micro's making a lot of noise here, but it's all a ruse, Dinko, because the play is taking place towards long, and Micro just trying to sell this fake, keeping the players at mid and at cat occupied.
Spiels coming around, could get the right timing, but Micro runs right into the winning as a splash key. He kills him twice. Another smoke ready to go up in towards Catwalk. Woods getting a better position as he runs forward with the bomb. He's going to get it planted. It's planted for the position of long. And now Derek looks to hold it off. Woods goes down. Derek, he has been the hero as he has been so many times for this team. He looks to continue to add kills to the tally, but he gets aggressive, and that's not going to work out. It looks like overtime's coming right up here, but it's a 3 versus 2 as HUAT side try to get back in. Papachulo doing his best, trying to be the rock, the veteran of the side. And they're so low in front of him. What? The double kill, the lineup, and it might just be enough to win this map. Neff coming around the side of the ramp. The time is ticking. 2 players look down the barrel. It's 16-14. Papachulo, the veteran, the rock of the team, gets the series over the line for BREN Esports. And HUAT ZAI, it is heartbreaking. A loss in overtime and a loss 16-14 on their map pick. And they continue to go forward.